the
Good morning, Camp Romu! As you probably can hear, I'm broadcasting this morning from a rowboat. But this is no ordinary rowboat. This is the rowboat of Sir Ichabod Feinshmecker, the famous poet. It has been said of the great Sir Feinshmecker that his best work always originates on a rowboat. Don't ask me, I just work here. So, Sir Feinshmecker, what great works of poetry are you working on now?
I work, as you speak, on roads that we seek. That man walks until he groans, and drinks from its creek.
Wow, that was beautiful. Didn't understand a word of it, but sure sounded nice.
A poet on a boat makes seaweed and driftwood float. It's the violin plucking a note. It's the rhino eating a goat.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Myself is just me, with a touch of I. For where would me be if my I would go bye-bye?
Indeed. So, when you're just rowing in there in the water...
Indeed it is true that I row through this waterous goo, which can have the consistency of glue, or cornflakes and milk, after an hour or two.
Yeah. So, why don't you recite to us one of your most recent, big-time poems, Sir Feinshmecker?
This following poem is entitled 1450, by Sir Ichabod Feinshmecker. Ode to my neighbor, Herbie Dinkelschmidt, to whom I've owed 1450 for some time now. Ahem. Oh, Herbie, dear Herbie, my neighbor and friend, how could you have known when that cash you did lend, that though you've reminded me times oh so frequent, in paying you back I would be so delinquent? You trusted my conscience, and likewise to it. You lent me with no questions, oh Herb Dinkelschmidt. But now you regret all that brash generosity, as month after month there's been no reciprocity.
What does that mean?
The money we speak of is certainly nifty. It's not just a nickel, but a whole 1450. It's dollars with which you could fix up your home. Better yet, you could purchase a 15-page poem. For poetry soars from each sidewalk and curb. It's the blood in our veins, it's our lifeline, dear Herb. Yes, poems give us strength in the face of despair. It is poetry which gives us beauty so rare. Come to think of it, Herbie, this poem that I write will now be in your life a new sunshine so bright. You will treasure these words, and in eternal bliss you'll forgive that old debt which you could hardly miss. For how, when compared to these eloquent words, could 1450 stack up? It would seem so absurd. Let us therefore rejoice in our newfound contentment, and no longer harbor that pent-up resentment. For Herb Dinkelschmidt is a man who forgives, and instead treasures poems which his money outlives. Thank you, oh thank you, my neighbor and friend, for the cash you did give, henceforth never say lend.
It's finished? Oh, that was really inspiring. What a lovely poem, Sir Feinshmecker. All right, Camp Romu, dive in well. We'll see you tomorrow.